It started with dirty dishes and high power bills. It ended with handcuffs, suspicion, and a question that still haunts me. What else was he hiding? During my sophomore year, I shared an apartment with a laid-back roommate who loved two things: weed and late-night cooking. He'd light up, make food, then leave dirty pans piled high in the sink, and even a box inside the coat closet. For months, our electric bill jumped way above the limit, and we split the extra cost. Thursday night before finals, I finally closed my books around 10 p.m. Just as I headed for bed, someone hammered on the front door. I opened it, and officers rushed in, slammed me against the oven, and cuffed my wrist. They read me my rights while another team swept the place. 2 hours later, they told me why. My roommate had been running a small grow operation in his bedroom closet for the past 2 months, explaining that sky-high electric bill. The officers left the apartment a wreck, and there was no chance I could sleep. I crashed at a friend's place for the night. Next morning, I returned to find my roommate, fresh out on bail, standing in the kitchen. His first words were a cold, "What did you tell them?" No apology, no thanks, just blame. I swallowed my anger, walked past him, and slammed my bedroom door. Later that day, I called the property office and explained everything. They ended his lease, the one he had renewed only hours earlier. Now, whenever the power bill spikes, I can't help but wonder what's growing in the dark. I met him in my second semester, a resident advisor everyone trusted. He coached basketball, led study groups, never touched a drink. To a new freshman like me, he looked like the perfect role model. A month in, my roommate argued with him about study hall rules. Nothing big, or so I thought. Then the fire started. Small flames in empty study rooms 1 floor up, always after midnight. Each time, alarms pushed the whole dorm outside at 3 a.m., all of us shivering in the dark. By the third blaze, sleep-deprived students were angry and scared. That night, I snapped at another RA, then at a campus officer. Minutes later, my roommate and I were in a bright interview room answering hard questions. The officers soon came back with a warrant for every electronic device in our room. They said we matched the arsonist profile. Our laptops were gone for 2 months. Classes kept going. Excuses didn't help. While we waited, the fire stopped. Rumors spread that someone heroic always showed up with a fire extinguisher. One name kept surfacing: the friendly RA who lived down the hall. Campus safety hid a tiny camera in an unused room. A week later, at 2 a.m., the monitor showed that same RA slipping inside. He knelt, lit a corner of paper, and stepped back, then raced for the hall shouting, "Fire!" Security caught him before the flames grew. His reason? He wanted to be seen as the hero who saved the dorm. They called it a hero complex. I called it terrifying. He was arrested for arson. Our electronics came back, no apology attached. But every late night alarm still makes my heart pound, because the person guiding you to safety might be the one who lit that match. We nicknamed her Karen. She moved into our off-campus apartment mid-semester and from day one, ruled the place like a storm at sea. There were 3 of us sharing the kitchen, and yes, the sink often filled with dirty dishes. One afternoon, she texted me during class, "Do the dishes right now." I replied that I was in lecture and would clean later. She answered by calling me immature and careless. An hour later, my phone rang again. This time, it was my mom. Mom sounded puzzled. "A young woman just told me to order you to wash dishes," she said. Somehow, Karen had found my mom's private number and dragged her into this mess. That was the last time I washed anyone else's plates. Her boyfriend Jay soon began hanging out at my boyfriend B's apartment. He said he needed a break from her anger. We saw scratches on Jay's face after one of their fights, though he never admitted who started it. One weekend, Karen flew to another city and lent Jay her car for the airport drop-off. All day, she flooded his phone with harsh texts. Instead of picking her up that night, Jay stayed at B's place, too drained to face her. I got home late and found her pacing the living room, eyes bright with rage. "Jay is banned from this apartment," she snapped, "and since B sheltered him, he's banned too." I calmly reminded her guests were my choice, not hers. She tried to have me evicted for letting my boyfriend stay over, though she often did the same with Jay. When that failed, she refused to pay her share of the power bill. Winter nights dipped to 60 degrees, yet she cranked that heater after everyone slept. My mom texted her, asking her to cover the overdue amount. Karen replied that I should spend less money on bad habits and cover it myself. By summer, late fees and angry notes from management piled up at her door. Yet, she still found time to lecture the rest of us about responsibility. Living with Karen taught me one thing. Some storms start with dirty dishes, but end in much darker places.